Thank you very much for coming. It's my privilege to be here. It's an honour. I've just got a few people to thank, a welcoming speech, and then we're going to let this show begin, okay? Please bear with me. I've got a really sore throat, as you can hear. Well, I don't normally sound like this. This isn't my normal voice. However, I've been speaking quite a lot since being here. I came into Lagos on Thursday of last week, and I've spoken every single day at various different... Anyway, so thank you very much for coming. I'm just going to give you a little bit of background about myself, and I then want you to share this journey with me. Yeah. Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. All right, so Erica Freemantle, who is she? Probably never heard of her. Some of you may have. I'm what they call an international celebrity makeup artist, a brand consultant, a product developer. So I'm just going to read to you what's been written about me, because it's quite easy for me to say I do this and I do that. But when I read what's written about me, that's been written about me, I'm kind of blown away. And I come from very, very humble beginnings, which I want to share with you all. And I'd like to leave by the end of this that you guys will be able to see and believe that you too can achieve anything you want to. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. I need feedback. Okay? Okay. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Erica Freemantle. She is the UK's leading diversity and ethnic champion makeup artist. She specializes in skincare, product development, training and grooming. She's been in the beauty industry for over 30 years and working with some very multinational brands. She's what the UK call the British Beauty Industry Intelligence on women of colour. Her expertise contributes to the UK's beauty industry, is more relevant than ever because of the growth of the multicultural Britain and the spending power in the UK. Now, I'm obviously referring to Britain a lot, and I'll tell you why. It is said that we spend 7 times more on makeup than anybody else in the world, us as African women. We're vain. I willingly share my journey from being bullied at school, a major car accident leaving me with multiple scars on my face, the loss of my hair, to becoming the leading consultant in the industry. I view makeup with history, I view it with heritage, vision, mindset and my journey, and most of all the desired needs of women of colour. Erica is currently supported by the UKTI as an international beauty case study for the UK government. This involves supporting representatives from Brazil, Spain, US, South Africa, West Africa, India, Japan and France. So these countries are my clients. They're not individuals, they're countries that I go into and I educate and I help product develop. That's most of the world, right? Mm-hmm. I have gone from strength to strength globally, promoting awareness about makeup, training, self-esteem, confidence, diversity in the beauty industry. Erica Freemantle, myself and my team, we believe all women are beautiful. And that's something that hopefully you're going to walk away with here today. And those of you that are men, you will go back and you'll be able to tell your sister, your mother, your daughter, that they too are absolutely beautiful. Beautiful doesn't necessarily mean on the outside. As I said to my team here, who you're going to meet shortly, I have met some really beautiful, ugly women. And when I say beautiful, ugly, they're very beautifully presented, they look very elegant, they look like what society says, supermodels, but they're very ugly inside. And it's for us in the creative industries, especially makeup artists, to educate women and deal with a lot of the inner beauty problems that a lot of women have. Right. I'm going to share with you now some of the things and the reasons why I've come to Nigeria. I didn't tell you before that I've been to Nigeria 14 times in the last 4 years. So if that isn't dedication, I don't know what is. I've been to other African countries. I didn't feel at home. So yes, as I said, I'm Jamaican, but I know this is where my forefathers came from. That had to, because the connection, and as Shola said, all of my friends, my serious friends, are Nigerian. And when I came here for the first time 4 years ago, after having traveled the world, whether it be for holiday or business, when the plane landed and I stepped off the plane, you may laugh, and I walked down the steps. I wanted to, I didn't, kiss the ground. And I'll tell you why. That feeling, you know that when you see a nice man that you like and you go, you know that butterfly feeling for a nice girl? That's how I felt. I felt like I came home. And then I tried to leave when I went back to England, but I had to keep coming back. There was a time that Shola said to me, girl, what's in Nigeria? And I said, I don't know, but see you later. And I was gone. Outside, in. Because what I found is that a lot, not all, that have it here are not sharing it. They're not sharing it with you, which is stopping your growth. Why am I in Nigeria? There's several reasons. When I first came, I wasn't even sure. I didn't know. So, because I'm a makeup artist and I offer training, I offer international accreditation, that was the first thing, because I researched the market. And I saw that there are lots of makeup artists that are struggling, whether they're qualified or not, or just self-taught. So initially I thought I'd come here and I'll train people and give out international accreditation, because the world is bigger than Nigeria, believe it or not. So for those of you that want to travel or go anywhere else, you have this certification that you can go somewhere else and work. And that is still part of my plan, still part of my objective. But I don't want to be doing that all of the time. So I'm going to be training some people to become part of the Erica Freemantle brand, to allow those of you that are already makeup artists, or those of you that want to become makeup artists, to learn makeup artistry, but to learn it and express who you are. Makeup artistry is about freedom. It's not about doing the makeup and everybody looking the same. That is leaving your stamp, but for the wrong reasons. Each and every one of us are different, and each one of us should look like ourselves. You know, and what you have to learn to do as an artist is to encourage people to love themselves from within. So makeup is not just about the application, it's about the psychology of makeup, which is what I'm bringing to market. You can see that I love talking, I'm a talker. This is the same shy girl that couldn't talk, that was bullied at school, was told that she'd never amount to anything, that's gone on to be standing here, all the other things in between. The other thing that I'd like to say is that yes, we're going to be offering our training courses as and when soon, very, very soon. You listen out for it. But most of all, I can't tell you too much, but I'm just going to share something with you. And that is that Nigeria is about to explode in the beauty industry. Inevitably, if it's beauty, then it's fashion, or it's usually fashion first. But because I'm a global consultant, I know all the brands that are coming. When they're coming, they're bringing their own teams, their own people. So a few of you may be able to get on board, but on a whole, you're really going to have to fight. For if you think you're fighting now, give it a couple of years. Unless you're really abreast, unless you're really keeping up with the industry, you're really going to be left behind. Really and truly, you're going to be, no matter how great you are as a makeup artist, engineer or producer, whatever you do in the creative industry, unless you have research capability, you guys, especially in the industry, have to learn. Because when you're pulling yourself up, you should bring your associates with you. It's not about Barbara just made it big time and she's leaving you behind. Because the same people that you're passing your way up are the same ones that you're passing on the way down even faster. The advantage that most of you have is youth. Yeah? You really don't know what you have. We have gotten to where we are through perseverance. We're the old people. Yeah, we are. When we were your age, 50 was old. But 50 is still old. But what I'm saying to you is that you really haven't got all the time in the world. You haven't got all the time that you think that you have. You really haven't got all the time that you think that you have. Because people from outside, whether they be fellow Nigerians, you know, Jamaicans like me, Americans, they're coming. Because people are all fed up with the cold. And we know that we have knowledge to empower. It's going to be like a takeover. Yeah? And you're going to have to fight for something that is rightfully yours. There are people like me in the industry that really believe in empowering and sharing, but there ain't a lot like me out there. There isn't a lot like Shella. There isn't. It's all about the, I was going to say the naira, the dollar and the pound. So I'm being very serious with you because I need you to know that it's very serious times. So when I was asked to come and speak to you, I said, only on the basis that I can really tell you what's really about to happen. I've been asked to come for 2 years, and obviously because I was ill, I haven't been able to come. I'm here now, so I'm going to ask you, now I'm going to turn over to you guys. For me, there are 2 things. Qualifications, for me, but most of all, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So, you could be the most qualified person in the world, but you still can't get through, you can't get that point of entry. So, it's about your networking skills. Being able to sell yourself and look that part. Does that make sense so far? What if you listen to what I say? A lot of you that are developing your own makeup line are going to be knocked out of the window. The multinational brands are coming. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do what you're doing, but if you haven't got the money, stop what you're doing. You're all chasing the same thing. So why don't you come together? All right? You can change things by numbers. But you here as an individual that haven't got the expertise, and you here and you there trying, and you're sticking on labels, competing against multinational brands. You're not getting my money. And the more these products come into the market, the more you're going to see the clients that you have walk away. So come together as one. 10 is better than 1. Does that make sense? Yes. The disadvantage about being self-taught is that all you're learning to do is put the makeup where you think it's supposed to go. With training, with my makeup courses, you learn about products and the different products and products. Yeah. But if you're self-trained, you have to know the technicalities and what's actually put into products. So if you come to me and you say to me, Erica, I'm self-taught, immediately I'll throw some questions at you that you wish that you never came to me. Because there's nothing wrong with being self-taught. You need to have the knowledge, which goes back to training.